Mr. Simmons, this movie is so much fun and unexpected. I thought this movie was brilliant and your role in it was great. How you doing today, sir?
I'm well. How are you?
I'm great. So this movie has a fun sci-fi concept at its core. What piqued your interest about the project?
Well, I was when Andy, asked me to take a look at the script. I was already predisposed to like it because I like Andy, and we'd had a fun time working together before. So that was the open door. And then when I read the script, I was like, oh man, this is so funny and fun and clever and multi-layered. And then in the final version, which I finally saw last week, it really pays off on all those levels. And despite all the wackiness and hilarity, I found myself really caring about Niles and Sarah and these characters.
The next question I have for you is Andy Samberg is known for being really quick. Can you talk to me about any improv moments on set you may have had?
Well, yeah, that was part of the fun for sure, is that there was this really, really good, solid, funny script on paper and relationships that were well laid out. So it gave us the opportunity to improv around that. And Max, our director, was, confident enough to let that happen and use some of it. I don't know, I guess in the finished film, maybe whatever, 10% of it is, goofing around stuff that was never on the page. And yeah, Andy is just brilliant at that. And so in the moment, and we did have a lot of fun just kind of riffing and goofing around.
Now, Roy manages to offer some sage advice to Niles. What's Roy's background and how is he so, I know how he's so knowledgeable, but why do you think he's so knowledgeable?
Well, he's, with age comes wisdom. I think that's at least that's what I tell my kids. I don't know if they believe it or not, but yeah, he's definitely a man of experience. And then I'm trying to think of ways to say this without giving away too many spoilers. So I'm just going to stop and shut up and say, watch the movie because it's fun.
It is a lot of fun, and I love the concept and what you guys do with it because I think it's concepts I've seen, but it's something completely fresh, which I think is so cool. Now, I'll switch gears for a quick second, and I'm sure you're probably going to get asked this a lot, but you played Commissioner Gordon in Zack Snyder's Justice League, and Snyder Cut's a thing. Do you plan on reprising your role as Gordon, whether it be your voice or lending your voice or any other way, the Snyder Cut?
Well, the Snyder Cut is happening now at long last, as DC fans know, and I'm excited that I'm a part of it. As far as I know, I've already done everything I have to do to be a part of Zach's cut, which is to tell Zach, yes, I want to be a part of your cut. So I don't. If there's more, additional dialogue recording or additional shooting or whatever, I'd be happy to do it.
Perfect. Now, last question, and this might get a little spoiler territory for us, but how many reboots do you think Roy has before he comes to terms with the situation?
Yeah. I think it's one of those things, again, not unlike life. Here we are in this kind of rebooting every day situation, a lot of us. And I think you come to terms with it, kind of a level at a time. So I'm not going to put a number on it. I don't know. Infinity? Is that a number?
Infinity works for me. Brilliant job on this film. Mr. Simmons, you're a legend. Thank you so much for your time. I truly appreciate it.